The city of Millbrook moved at its usual evening pace, the last rays of sunlight fading behind rows of brick buildings. Inside the number 12 bus, warmth and soft chatter replaced the October chill that hung outside. Diane Foster shifted her sleeping 2-year-old son, Tommy, in her arms, the ache in her shoulders a familiar companion. At 34, life had carved gentle lines into her face, not from hardship, but from love and endless responsibility. Her blonde hair, escaping its ponytail, framed a face both weary and kind. She worked 2 jobs, mornings at the local diner, pouring coffee with a smile for regulars who felt like family, and afternoons at the community center, helping elderly neighbors with groceries and small chores. The pay was modest, but the gratitude she received was priceless. Tommy stirred slightly, his lashes fluttering as he dreamed in her arms. They'd had a long day, a visit to the park, then a stop at Mrs. Henderson's house. The sweet old widow had become like a grandmother to them both, always eager to spoil Tommy with cookies and stories. As the bus rolled through familiar streets, Diane recognized the regulars, Mr. Chen with his mystery novels, the quiet nurse who always smiled from the back seat. These small, spoken connections had become her circle of comfort since Tommy's father walked away 2 years earlier. Then, at the next stop, a man stepped aboard, mid-40s, salt and pepper hair, dressed in a dark coat that spoke of quiet success. His calm, kind eyes scanned the crowded seats until they found the open one beside Diane. "Mind if I sit here?" he asked softly, careful not to wake the child. "Of course," Diane replied, shifting slightly. He sat down with polite precision, pulling out a tablet and papers. Though his attention soon drifted to the sleeping boy, a small smile tugged at his lips. "He's beautiful," the man said gently. "Thank you," Diane replied, her tired smile genuine. "It's been a long day for both of us." The man nodded knowingly. "Those are the hardest kind, when they're counting on you to keep going." Something in his tone made Diane relax, as if he truly understood. The soft hum of the bus and the warmth of the seat lulled her tired body. Slowly, her eyelids grew heavy, noticing her struggle to stay awake. The man subtly adjusted his position, letting her head rest against his shoulder. He stayed still, reading quietly, while Diane and Tommy drifted into a rare moment of peace. Stops came and went. The man remained, patient and still, as though guarding a small pocket of calm in the noisy world outside. When the bus finally neared Diane's stop, she woke with a start, realizing she had fallen asleep on a stranger's shoulder. Her cheeks flushed. "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry," she whispered. "Please," he said gently, "don't apologize. You're exhausted. I understand. I have a daughter myself." His kindness eased her embarrassment. "Thank you," she said softly, "for letting me rest, and for understanding. Sometimes," he said, "we all need someone to lean on." As the bus slowed to a stop, he reached into his coat and handed her a business card. "I don't want to intrude," he said, writing something on the back, "but I own a company downtown, Foster & Associates Marketing. We're looking for someone in customer relations and admin support. Flexible hours, good benefits. You'd be perfect for it." Diane looked at the card. Robert Foster, CEO. The shared last name made her smile. "Mr. Foster, I don't know what to say." "You don't have to," he replied warmly. "Just think about it. I have a feeling you're exactly who we need. Someone who truly cares." When she stepped off the bus, Tommy blinked awake and pointed toward a flickering streetlight. "Pretty," he murmured. "Yes," Diane whispered, smiling at the small miracle in her hand, a business card and a chance at something better. "Very pretty." 3 weeks later, Diane sat in her new office at Foster & Associates. Sunlight pouring through the window that overlooked the same street where her story had changed course. The job fit perfectly. Flexible hours, kind coworkers, and an on-site daycare where Tommy laughed and played. Robert had kept his promise, not just offering a job, but offering belief. For years, Diane had been the one helping others. Now, she'd learned something new, that it takes strength to accept kindness. Sometimes, life's biggest turning points arrive quietly, in small moments of grace. A shared seat on a bus, a stranger's shoulder, a simple act of human kindness. And every evening, when Diane rode that same bus home, Tommy, beside her, both safe and content, she was reminded of one truth that echoed through her heart. Kindness doesn't end when it's given. It grows, it multiplies, and it finds its way back to us when we need it most. This story was brought to you by Whispers of Kindness, where every tale reminds us that even the smallest acts can change someone's world.